I've been very upfront and honest with, coaches through and through, and like I said, my mentors, what they've told me is, hey, make the decisions best for you. Make the decision that, 40 years down the road from now, you're not going to look back thinking, what if? And so, my biggest thing is I got to find, explore the other options and see if I could see myself somewhere else. Because right now I'm here, and the biggest thing is, can I see myself somewhere else? And that's what we'll find out on, the visits.
Dakota, what are the chances you'll stay here?
Like I said, I'm going to explore options and see what's out there and do what's best for me and my family, and listen to my mentors and what they have to say on the whole situation.
Is there a chance you'll stay here, though?
There is a chance. Like I said, I'm just exploring options, and I haven't made any decisions. And when a decision is made, you guys will know.
How enticing is it maybe to see if you can prove yourself at the next level?
Yeah, that is a part of it, and it's hard because I got to keep myself, I got to keep a level head. Because the kind of the player I am, I've always had a chip on my shoulder. I felt like I was somewhat under recruited out of high school. No one thought I could play quarterback here. Played quarterback here, and there's another. I always have that chip, and this kind of just adds to it a little bit. And it's it's an enticing opportunity. To show people that I could play on a bigger stage.
Are you look at Vernon Adams in the season that he has had at Oregon this year? Does that affect you at all?
Yeah, I mean that's definitely cool. It kind of solidifies what me and Vernon already know, or what some of the other experienced veteran quarterbacks in this league know, and that's just that we can play quarterback and we can do a good job of it. And so yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's an enticing deal to can I do it on a bigger stage, and I know what I can do, but it's always fun to prove people wrong, especially when you have that chip on your shoulder.
Will part of this be where Tim winds up going? Will that play any impact?
Yeah, I talk to Coach Ramsey probably every day, and like I said, the whole thing what I've been receiving from the guys I trust most in my life, the guys that I feel like care about me as a person most, Coach Ramsey being one of them, is he's telling me do what's best for you, man. Do it, and I know he's going to end up somewhere, and I could go to that place. But in the end, I'm going to be talking to him, just as much as I talked to my father through this whole thing, and because I value his opinion more than most, and his thing is, he wants me to be happy.
Have you talked to Vernon at all?
I have. I've talked to Vernon over this past couple of weeks, and I'm going to see him this weekend. But yeah, it's definitely a cool deal to be able to have that connection and kind of hear what he's gone through. But he's handled himself extremely well. He's done extremely well with this opportunity. And it'd be cool to talk to him about that.
Being a team captain, have you shared this with your teammates, with the guys here, and tell them before you told us?
I have. That was one of my big things. I wanted to get it out to the team. I didn't get to talk to everyone, but the majority of the team I got to talk to, and I know it's spread around. And but and like I said from the start, I'm getting what the feedback I'm getting is I'm just finding out how much a lot of guys care about me, because they really care about me and my future and what's best for me. And the right decision isn't always the decision that's going to make everyone happy, and they understand that, and I understand that, and we're going from there.
How would you respond to that criticism that maybe Dakota's not a team player, doesn't want to stick around?
Yeah, I know I'm going to get that. I've got that criticism just being here playing. I've had people tell me I'm selfish and whatnot, and just because I run the ball as a quarterback, I always find that funny, but. It is what it is, and like I said, the right decision isn't going to make everyone happy. But I got to do what's best for me, what's best for my family, and the decision that comes about is going to be one that a lot of thought went into. It's not going to be a hasty decision, and we'll go from there.
So, was supportive the general word you'd use to describe how your teammates feel about your decision?
Yeah, I mean, this team, we've recruited really high-class, high-character guys here, and they're all my good buddies, and they care about me like I care about them, and so from the guys I've talked to, they've all they've been excited, and they've just told me how cool of an opportunity they think that is. They know the work that went into putting myself in a position to have options, and that's where we're at right now.
You were more highly recruited on the defensive side of the ball. Is this move though all about playing quarterback?
You're saying like for future reference, would I be playing defense?
Yeah. Or are you hell bent on playing quarterback?
Yeah, I'm playing quarterback. I'm a quarterback now. The days of thinking about playing safety are over. I've seen what those guys go through on a daily basis. Quarterback's a little more appetizing, but no, I've just I've put a lot of work into getting myself in a position where people can call me a quarterback. I used to be just an athlete that played quarterback, and now I'm a quarterback that's athletic. And if you go back and look at the press conferences from when I first got here. That was my biggest goal. I want to be a quarterback that's athletic. That's how I want to be regarded as, not an athletic quarterback. And I think I've gotten to that standpoint. And so, that just goes to your next thing. What's your next goal? What's the next move? And right now, that's just exploring options.
How many
Who reached out to who? What was this recruiting process like?
The recruiting process, I met with Peter Fields a lot. Got a lot of mentoring from him to see what he had to say on the whole process, because obviously I didn't know how it all worked. And basically, I have a contacts release form, and I can put the schools that I want to allow to be contacted by, and that gets sent out to the schools. And so, as of right now, Oregon's one of them.
If you are released, then will that kind of squelch all possibilities of coming back?
No, it's just a contact release, just to talk.
Okay.
It's nothing, no decisions being made. There's nothing serious like that.
If by chance you didn't like this opportunity, do you think that have any effect on next year if you were to come back?
I don't. If anything, if it worked out like that, then that'd be the best decision. And guys would understand that, and we move forward from there.
How many people have reached out to you? How many schools?
I'm talking to about 4 or 5 schools right now.
Can you tell us who they are, or just generally?
I haven't got permission from them to let it know.
Okay.
I did talk with Oregon, and they felt it was going to get out there regardless this weekend.
Okay.
So just kind of, I just wanted to send a message out and let everyone know where it's at, because I know there's going to be rumors around,
Yeah.
and I know social media is going to be blowing up here and there. And my biggest thing is, I just wanted to make it clear, that I'm doing this, and this decision, there's been a lot of choice, or a lot of thought gone into this decision, and that's just to explore other options.
The time frame for if you're in contact with a few schools, if visits come up, would you try to do those all before February or sooner?
It'd be much sooner.
Yeah.
Probably over this next month. I know it's tough with Christmas break coming up, and every school has a different schedule. But right now, time frame, I'm just focusing. I got to visit this weekend, and we'll see where it goes from there.
This transfer rule is kind of controversial. Coaches have spoken out against it. Coach Ash was one of those guys last year, but college football players don't have a lot of rights, so to speak, while they're in school. So this is just the case of a player trying to do what's best for him, right? What can you say about the rule and how it benefits players?
The rule, rules are in place, and the big, I know it's controversial. I know that people are going to have their, opinions about it, and my biggest thing is, the way I view it is like, well, it's there, so you can take advantage of it. If it wasn't there, we wouldn't be in this situation. That'd be perfectly fine, but it is what it is, and I for one, don't disagree with it. It allows for opportunity, and there's a couple, there's multiple situations where this could benefit someone, but at the same time, you're rolling the dice. Nothing's guaranteed in life. Nothing's guaranteed anywhere you go. I know what I have here, so that's definitely a big part in the decision. But the rule's there, it's in place. So until it's changed, or if it's not, it is what it is, and that's how people are going to operate in college football with it.
Speaking of the rule, what degree are you looking to pursue?
I'm looking to do a master's. I haven't explored all the options at Oregon yet. There's a few, enticing ones, but definitely that's something I really look into this weekend.
Undergrad economics still?
I'll graduate with an undergrad in economics, and so I'll be going into a master's of choice.
Do you feel like you're capable of playing quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, I do, and that just goes from preparation. I think I've put a lot of preparation into put myself where I'm at.